Big responsibility come with saying my body, my temple. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like I done became so boring to all of the wrong people. But I'm so interesting to all of the right people. Anything that make me uncomfortable or a challenge, man, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. So sometimes we have psychological challenges, sometimes we have emotional challenges, sometimes we have physical challenges. So listen, I gotta learn from what I need from this situation. Whether it's uncomfortable, unfortunate, look for the positive lining in it and move on.
Back in action. 11:56 a.m. June 27th. And you know, we're back in action. So, back on schedule. Back on with everything that needs to be on. The diet. Everything. You know, when I got back, I actually started I was gonna do a watermelon fast. Because I was so dehydrated when I got back. I was just craving water. And I was craving watermelon because I didn't have any watermelon out there like that. So what I did was I went to the gym yesterday and I went and got me 2 watermelons. They only had like small ones. They usually have the bigger ones. I don't know why they only had small ones. But I got me 2 small watermelons, and that's mainly what I ate yesterday was watermelon. Now, don't get me wrong. I did have one food meal, which was I had 2 turkey burgers, 93 lean, and I had oodles, well, obviously ramen noodles. I called it oodles and noodles growing up. A pack of ramen noodles. I already know you guys are gonna say that's not good for you and this and that. Listen, I don't have that every day, and I was in a major deficit anyways, so it wouldn't even affect me at all. The sodium packets, I cut it in half. I didn't use the whole packet, so it wasn't that deep. Don't trip. And so yeah, I used that. I had that, and it's pretty good. Pretty good meal. I wouldn't mind having that, you know, every other day or once or twice a week, because it's quick carbs. It's not that much. It tells you exactly what's in it on the label. Now, granted, it's not the best for you, but like I said, I'm not having it every day. And some people, they have two of them things at a time. I don't know. I only have one. And then after that meal, I had a protein brownie in between. Before that, I had a protein brownie from Brown Bites because I was craving something sweet. I had that. So all in all, yesterday, calorie-wise, between the watermelon and those 2 things, I was only at probably like 1,500 calories, if that. 1,300 calories. Might even not be that. So major deficit. And yeah, my tire pressure, man, I gotta get new tires. The tire keeps getting low. I'm supposed to get new tires a long time ago, but every time I'm about to do it, I either go on vacation or something comes up. But that's the next thing I gotta do. I gotta get new tires for this vehicle, which is you guys don't want to know. But today, shoulders, triceps. We're gonna superset the triceps with the shoulders so we can get in and out, because it's 12 o'clock p.m. already. I don't want to be in here all day. I'm already hungry, and because I didn't eat after 6. I didn't eat after 6 o'clock yesterday, so I'm hungry, and I'm still trying to get used to the little bit of time change. Those are 3 hours ahead out here, so yeah, let's get in here and get this shit done. I don't have a mic still gonna get the mic, and I'm working on that, guys. I promise I'll have it soon. So this done. So decided to start today off with some seated hammer strength shoulder press, almost like doing behind the necks. It gets your side delts and your rear delts. I believe I did one working set already. This is the second working set. Doing 20 reps, slow and controlled, all the way to the top, coming down. My shoulders, I'm telling you guys, after the first working set, my shoulders were extremely on fire. And I go to the point where I think I only got 19 reps because I'm telling you, you fully extend on these, you really get that burn in your shoulders.
Your whole rock and roll for a commercial free with the Steve Moore Band.
So my third working set, and I believe I did some rest pauses here. I think I did one rest pause.
Put me up against the wall. You're feeling for sure. I'm falling all over myself and lift your heart and face your good. With the shed it's so long live you. With the shed it's so long live you. With the shed it's so long live you. Nothing else in the bathroom stall. Southern girl with got
Now we're moving over to some rear delts. Get that rear delt pump. You see I grabbed the 27s and really trying to contract and squeeze those rear delts on the way up on the movement. My grip is facing outwards instead of doing parallel. You'll notice I'd face outwards, and that just targets that rear delt area just a little bit more, isolates it a little bit more. But yeah, 20 reps, 2 working sets here. Then I take the same dumbbells and I do overhead dumbbell extensions for the triceps. Supersetting. Now, for the rest of the workout, we will be supersetting shoulders with triceps. 20 reps with some assistance from myself, of course, if I'm struggling towards the end. Remember, this works the long head of the tricep. Really feel like this kind of helps the strength in your triceps as well. I don't know why. Trying to get that deep contraction, that deep stretch behind the neck, and really trying to go right before lockout so you don't hurt your elbows. You don't want to go too heavy on this exercise because it will hurt your joints. Second working set, really trying to squeeze at the top, You notice I try to hold it for at least 1 second and then get that deep stretch at the bottom, keeping the elbow slightly bent. And we will be supersetting this with one more set of overhead dumbbell extensions for triceps. Yes.
I mean, the setup is like money experience of being like you'll be 6 months with home people. Yeah. I can't see why this person gets denied. She knows you, and then they ask side like, and it's one of the reasons how we got you. They found out you were in the school, it's being brought. And even then, they get a call, I need to hop the whole. I don't think they probably give up a lot faster. Obviously, better than a long but work on you don't need to say, hey, stupid, that is work room. That I know guys that work on the town is one. Home get home. Right now, sometimes 2 4 hours. We're staying on that.
Next exercise will be side delts by doing the machine. This machine really keeps constant tension on them side delts or on the delts in any way that you do this movement. So really stop before you hit the side of your legs because that's going to keep that tension there. And just trying to pump out 20 reps, 2 to 3 sets here, and supersetting with some tricep push downs. Now these single arm tricep push downs, I stole this from Sam Sulik because he made it look so fucking good that I had to do it. But I did it once. I usually do them in reverse, but this feels so much better. This works the horseshoe of the tricep and along the back of the tricep as well. Really trying to pump and squeeze at the bottom for at least 1 second. Really get that horseshoe activated. And you see I'm doing a rest pause right here. It's okay to do some rest pauses sometime, guys. It's all right. As long as you get right back to it. And as long as you don't take longer than like 10 seconds. Second working set. Notice how I keep my wrist slightly bent. It just digs into the shoulder that much more just by slightly bending your wrists. Don't hurt your wrist though. Just don't do that. Just slightly bend them. I got that little secret from Kali Muscle back in the day. I had to lighten the weight a little bit, and they had like the little, I don't know if you guys know that on some cables, they have little weight bars. So they had some weight bars on the actual weight. So I went up one, and it was actually kind of too light. But the one I did before was a little bit too heavy. So I was like, I should have adjusted the little weight bars, but it is what it is. Still getting 20 reps. I still had to do a rest pause because my triceps were on fire. So we switched to some V-bar pushdowns since we didn't do skull crushers with the V-bar. We might as well just do them right here, except we're doing pushdowns instead of skull crushers. Really trying to focus on that squeeze at the bottom, get that horseshoe activated, 20 reps. Now we are supersetting with some front delts, and we're doing front raises with the same machine we did side laterals with. I had to up the weight right here because it was too light. But same thing, it keeps constant tension on the front delts when you do these. And like I said, when you hit it from any angle, it keeps constant tension. Really trying to get that contraction at the top and control the movement. Really get that squeeze. Doing these high reps, and especially doing these machines like this is going to cut you up. It's going to cut your muscles up. You're going to see more definition. You're going to look more defined. Trust me when I tell you, I would not lie to you. Last and final superset. Really trying to destroy these push downs. I think I put the weight up a little bit if I'm not mistaken. Trying to stay as straight up as possible so I can get all tricep activation. And then after this, all we have left to do is traps, shoulder shrugs. Last and final set of the front delt raises, and that's it. We're done with shoulders. We just have to do traps, and then that's a wrap. Right now, we're going to use my favorite machine. We're doing shrugs on the parallel machine. I think this is a hammer strength machine as well. Hammer strength makes really good equipment, guys, man. I love hammer strength, especially plate loaded. Oh, yeah. So notice how I'm really getting that stretch and squeezing from the back. I'm like from the rear. I'm trying to like picture my mind inside of my rear traps. So really trying to pump up those rear traps, get that squeeze and contraction at the top. Remember, you don't want to rush this movement. You want to really try to hold it for at least 2-second count. That's what's going to make them traps grow. So I'll do 20 in the rear traps and one set, and then I'll do 20 in the front traps, second set, facing the opposite way. And I did 3 working sets here. Now this is working the front of your traps. Notice I'm facing the other way, leaning more forward. Really focusing on those traps from the front. You want to try to get both of your traps, front and back. Now, usually I would do an upright row. That'll work doing both traps from the back to the front. But I haven't been doing those. So in order to substitute for that, I do shrugs this way, and then the opposite way to get the back of the traps and the front of the traps. This is the final working set for traps. And notice how I'm standing on a slight angle. I do that on purpose because I'm really trying to get that angle to target the rear traps. You know, if I was standing straight, I would be targeting more of the front of the traps and the side, but because I'm trying to target mainly the rear traps, I have to stand on a slight angle to get that pathway, to get that stretch and that movement on that specific area. And that is a wrap. Time for some posing. See what this pump looks like real quick. See if I approve. Now, if those aren't a pair of pumped delts, then I don't know what is.
It's almost over, but it's not there yet. Hanging out with me.
And you know we got to do the good old most muscular crab pose, which I'm sure you guys know that's one of my favorite poses. But, you know, typical shit. Gotta check these rear delts, man, and they look pumped. Rear delts, check. Workout complete. And I lost this little piece to the back, the little earbud piece. I gotta see if I got an extra one in my thing. That shit keeps coming loose. But workout complete. It's actually a pretty good workout. Gotta take a Tums though. Oh, it's right here. My Tums are right here. Total sets and reps. I mean, total reps, we did 20 reps. You guys know that. But as far as sets goes, for shoulders, I did 1, 2, 3 working sets on the shoulder press, 2 working sets rear delts, superset with some tricep overhead extensions, dumbbells, 2 sets, 2 working sets with that. Then we did 3 working sets of side lateral raises with the machine, superset with some tricep 1-arm push downs, 2 sets of that working. Then 2 working sets of front delt raises with the same side lateral machine, superset with some V-bar push downs, 2 working sets there. Finished off with 3 working sets of traps, parallel shrugs, standing shrugs. And so all in all, total, we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 sets for shoulders. And how many sets? For triceps. 6 sets for triceps. So not bad at all. I gotta fill this air up in this tire real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. I did a little bit of the seated dips too. I didn't get on camera. I just did 1 set of 20. But all in all, pretty good workout. Can't complain. Decent. Good pump. Had a good pump from the start with the presses. You know, when you're fully extending on those presses, especially the hammer strength, that shit burns your shoulders right up, man. So, pretty good workout. Now I'm gonna fuel my body. Have some egg whites, turkey bacon, a whole egg, and some watermelon. And then I'm gonna go get an acai bowl later with my nephews. And that'll be the biggest hit of calories of the day right there, because of all the fruits and stuff. It's about 650 calories with the honey. And then I could eat I'll eat my supper, probably have a protein drink in between, and that's gonna be a wrap for the day. Gotta edit this video, of course. But I was just talking to a friend over there at the desk at the gym, and she was talking how she's like reaching, you know, plateau with her body and stuff like that, and it's getting confusing for her. And what I said was, the best thing you could do is try to simplify everything, because she has a coach coaching her. And I told her, I said, you know, a lot of these coaches, they're good, but nobody knows your body better than you at the end of the day. You know your own body the best, so you got to do what works for you. So the calories that the coach got her on, she wants to build muscle, so she got her on a slight surplus, which is good. If you're trying to build muscle, it's good. But she said she kind of want to get cut. But I told her, I said, it's kind of like you got to pick one or the other. To get big and cut, it's kind of counterproductive, it's, you know, kind of contradicting each other, because you either, to simplify things and make it less complicated, you got to choose one or the other. Do you want to get big and put on muscle, build muscle, or do you want to get cut? If you're going to get cut, all you got to do is be in a deficit. Whatever your maintenance calorie is, you do 500, subtract 500 from that. So if you want to be cut, say you are subtracting 500 and you are getting lean, that's fine. But guess what? After a while, it may not work for you anymore, and you may hit a plateau. So when that happens, you know, people say, oh, don't have a cheat day, but I think a cheat meal or a cheat day once a week is not going to harm you. If anything, it's going to help you progress more. And even with that, the body gets used to that. So I say, when you have a cheat meal, you switch it. So say you have a cheat meal every Sunday, like I do. Your body gets used to that. You're like, what the hell? You know, it's like, it's just to say the body gets used to it. Switch it. Switch your cheat day from Sunday to Wednesday and see what happens to the body. See what happens. It'll shock it. It'll be like, whoa, what the hell? And then you'll keep seeing results happen. Start with the littlest tweaks that you can make to your routine or to your diet to see if any changes happen. Because who knows? Doing that little tweak may shock your metabolism and keep the results going. But if that doesn't work, then now you're at a point where, okay, if your cardio is up to par, the weightlifting's up to par like it should be, everything's where it should be, and you're doing everything right like she said. Now, if you're trying to be cut, you're in a 500 calorie deficit already. Now you have to get a little bit more aggressive with the calorie deficit. Now you got to drop it down 300 more calories or 200 more calories. Drop it down a tiny bit more, because your body obviously is getting used to what's going on. So as you progress and you hit a plateau with your deficit, you got to tweak it a little bit more and be a little bit more aggressive with it, because your body's already used to that now. Now, once you do that, that should shock your body, and you should be able to lose more weight from that. And you do that as long as possible. And you just keep doing that and tweaking little things and make it as simple as possible so you're not confusing yourself, until you get to a point where you're like, okay, there's no way I could survive off of 1,000 calories. Now, when you get to that point where it's like you have to do 1,000 calories to, no. Now what you got to do is you got to switch it up and start building muscle again, because there's no way you can go any lower than that and survive. You can, but it's not feasible. You're gonna get sick, and it's just not healthy. So that's when you got to say, all right, I did as best I can do. I did everything I could do. I'm in a deficit. Everything is on point. If your meals are on point, your training's on point, and you can't go any lower, that's when you got to make the decision. All right, now I'm gonna go. You can either do a small building muscle program for even a month, and then get back to being cut. If you want to continue to do cut, just do it for a month. Shock your body, get the surplus back up, go back to eating regular, and then after a month, your body will be used to that, and then you can go back to that again slowly, and chip away at it slowly again, and then you can go back to the deficit and go back to getting cut again. But to do that year round is not fucking healthy at all. So maintenance calories, if you want to maintain, that's fine, that's cool. But me personally, I want to see some type of results. I don't want to be going to the gym for nothing. I don't want to be doing all this dieting for nothing. If I do this shit, I want to see some type of results, because the amount of work that you put in, you want to see something. You don't want to be going and just to maintain it looks the same year round. At least I don't. So I'm either going to pick building muscle or getting cut. Can you do both? Yeah, but that's when it becomes difficult and confusing. And like I said, with this game, you want to simplify it as much as possible so that you don't want to end up having this become like a job and feel like, oh, fuck, and then you don't even like it anymore. You got to enjoy what you do. So that being said, it's all about the calories, man. All about the calories, and be mindful of what you're eating. Be aware of how many carbs you're eating. Be aware of your fats. You don't need to track your macros. like I said before, is it optimal to do it? I'm sure it is. But if you want to simplify your life, you don't have to do that unless you're a complete beginner. You just be mindful of what the fuck you're doing, and you know. Are you gonna be hungry all the time? Yeah, you're gonna be hungry. Hell yeah, you're gonna be hungry. But when you're hungry, that's part of being in a deficit. Because she said, oh, are you hungry? You must be. Yes, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry, but I love that because I know I'm in a deficit and it makes me strive more. It makes me like level up even more. Okay, so it's a good thing to be hungry, guys. Don't think it's a bad thing to feel hungry. It's actually a good thing. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with that. I'm gonna go in, get some food, eat, and continue about my day. Got a lot of business to take care of today too. So love y'all, appreciate y'all for watching, and we back, man. We back on track. I had a lot of cheat meals out there in AZ. We were eating whatever every day. Man, we had a shit ton of meals, different meals, Jack in the Box, fucking. We had this dope ass pancake spot that was unreal. It was called Butters and Pancakes. Best breakfasts we ever had in our lives, man. Bomb ass food. But hey, I still try to stay within reason. I still try to, you know, we were only eating like twice a day. So we tried to stay as close to maintenance or calorie deficit as possible while eating what we wanted, because it is vacation. I don't want to, you know, be a complete bummer. But we did the best we can, and we back on track though. Got some plans for the future, of course. So you guys stay tuned for that. And I love you guys. And keep grinding, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Oh, and that's what I want to announce too. So my training's gonna be changing now. I'm not gonna be training legs every week anymore. I'm gonna be training legs every other week. I'll be doing back every other week. So I'm gonna alternate the two. Why? Just because that's what I want to do. I don't want to be training legs and back together. It's too much of a long workout, and it's putting too much pressure on my abdomen for, you know, so I want to try to alleviate that as much as possible so I can work out as long as possible without having any issues. So I'm going to be switching that to doing back and legs alternating every other week. So I did legs last week, so this week is just going to be just back. And I'm going to, of course, I'm going to throw some calves in. So Sunday, we'll see you for back. I'll see you guys for back. I love y'all. Stay on point with your shit, man. Stay on your goals. And I'll see you then. Peace.